Someone told me that you keep dying of Phasmophobia, that you spend all your in-game money buying more sanity pills, that you've lost so many cameras they can't keep track anymore. Welcome to the Phasmophobia Dying Addiction Hotline. Here, I'm gonna help you fix your problem, which is you don't have enough money in Phasmophobia. Just like gambling, the problem isn't that you gamble, it's that you lose all your money. In this case, you die and lose your equipment and spend your money. So I'm going to help fix that. Today I'm offering the perfect recovery plan for you. At the cost of a simple like, comment, and subscription to this YouTube channel, I will help you fix your money problems with a quick, easy, no-risk method of making money in Phasmophobia. So don't fret, my dying addicted friend, because we're going to fix your problem. Now let me show you how. Starting off here, we're at step 1 of the recovery plan, in which I suggest you start a game on nightmare mode in Asylum. Now the reason we use Asylum is because it has the shortest distance from the van to the farthest away cursed possession, which is how we're going to make the money. But I'm not going to convolute the steps, and that's step 2. So step 1, start a game on Asylum, nightmare mode. You don't need to put any equipment in, just the starter equipment is fine. You can do a strong flashlight if it makes your life easier, but there is no risk to this plan. Now, step 2 of the plan is once you load in, you'll be grabbing the key, your photo camera, and your flashlight if you need it. I would recommend it. All you're going to do is open the door, run into the asylum, check for the cursed possessions. I have videos on them if you don't know where they are. Once you find it, you're going to take your 3-star photo of the cursed possession, and then you're going to head back to the van. As soon as you get back to the van, you're going to close the door, and step 2 will be complete. We don't really know what step 3 is, but step 4 is that you're gonna make $60. Now some of you are gonna say, $60? That doesn't buy me enough sanity pills. But $60 every 32 seconds, factoring in another 30 seconds to select a new match, means $60 a minute. Which brings me to my next question. How many of you wasted your time scrolling TikTok, watching random YouTube videos like this one, or doing other means on your phone for hours on end? When you can spend 1 hour doing this quick, easy, no-risk method of making money and get $3,600. Now, other recovery plans might suggest that you go to Tanglewood. I would disagree. We'll do a Tanglewood match here, and we'll see the difference. Because we're going to run in the same way we do with Asylum, and we're going to look for the cursed possession. Now, if we are to get Music Box, it is quite close, which will give us a fair lower time than usual. As we can see we did, we'll get our 3-star photo and we'll head out. Now this time I expect we'll be close to Asylum. However, the big difference is that we got the closest cursed possession.
Welcome back.
Other recovery plans don't factor in the distance of the farthest away cursed possession. So we're gonna go back into another Tanglewood, and we are going to go the full route if you were to get the farthest away item. And we'll see if their recovery plan of making quick money to afford your dying addiction is really as plausible as Asylum. So heading back into Tanglewood again, we check for the music box, which in this case we don't have. We then have to proceed to the haunted mirror and the tarot cards. Now we did get the tarot cards, but we're gonna continue the route as if you didn't get that, to see what the maximum time would be. So we'll check for the summoning circle, as well as the Ouija board. Now, one factor that can be better in this plan is if you do find the bone on your route there. So now that we've checked for the voodoo doll, and we head back to the van, we will check the time difference. So remember, for Asylum we're going about 30 seconds or a minute in total with switching maps, which is generous. In this case, of going to the farthest point, which would have been Voodoo Doll, and checking the spots in between most effectively, it takes twice as much time. So if you were to get lucky and only get Music Box every single time, which is a 1 in 6 chance, it would be better. But if we were going off of odds of being lucky, a much better house to do would be Edgefield Street House, as 3 of the 6 items spawn within the first few feet of the door. So let's go and let's see if we can get one of those 3 and see how much lower our time is compared to Tanglewood. Now this is on the chance that you like to gamble, and the fact that you'd have a 50-50 chance of this being faster than Asylum, and if it's worth it compared to running the reliable route of Asylum compared to the risky route of Edgefield or Tanglewood. So starting off here again, we grab our key, we get a flashlight, we get our camera, and we go. So the front 3 items that can spawn is the haunted mirror on the wall, the tarot cards on the end table, and we got the haunted mirror. So a 3-star photo of that, and we just simply head out and shut the door. Another point is you could guess the ghost each time, which every once in a while you would hit it big and get some extra money, but isn't the main method of making the money here. In this case, it only took us 18 seconds, which is lower than both Tanglewood, as its first item is Music Box, as well as Asylum at its longest distance, which is Music Box or Ouija board. But let's go back to Edgefield again and say we got the farthest away item, and we'll do the full route and see if the time difference is worth it. So again, we grab our key, flashlight, and camera. And we're gonna do the full route this time, no matter what we get. So no mirror, no tarot cards. We did get Music Box. We'll take a photo of it just because. So we're gonna make the 60 bucks anyway. We check for the Ouija board, which isn't there. And we'll go for Summoning Circle next in the basement, and last we'll go for the Voodoo Doll upstairs. But you can already see how much more time this is taking if we didn't get lucky with the spawn point, or the item that spawned. At this point we'd know if we had Voodoo Doll, or whatever item we had, and we'll head back out to see what our time is. So as you can see, it took 1 minute at Edgefield Street House to do the complete and full route. This is very similar to what it takes at Tanglewood. Now comparing that to Asylum's consistent 30-second range, it takes about twice as much time to complete the full route as it would in Asylum. Now, that being said, if you do want to go for the gamble, Edgefield is much better than Tanglewood, as it's a 50-50 chance one of the items will spawn in the front area, and you'll hit half as much time as Asylum, which actually makes it very comparable to Asylum. And in fact, in some cases, you would actually do better at Edgefield Street House than Asylum. Thank you for stopping by and considering my recovery plan for your dying addiction. Hopefully you found this useful, and if you did, don't forget to pay your fee. It's a one-time only, of a like to this video, a subscription to the channel, and of course, a comment down below. If you have a different method for making money that others could use for their dying addiction recovery, please let me know. Also, you should check out our other plans on the channel. This includes the story series, where we travel into the lives of our game characters and experience their feelings as we put them through these punishments. Most importantly, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.